Yeah, let's rock out. Let's rock out. Let's rock out. Press this. Bro, where my team at, bro? Oh, man. Ain't tripping, man. Where my team at, man? I get Georgia, man. Cause I'm really my team, though. I'm trying to get a feel of a team. That's all I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get a feel of a team for the season, man. It's hard to find. It's hard. Hey. All right. All right, let's get it.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get
We get ball first, bro. We get ball first. So we gotta show up. We gotta show up for real, for real.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw in Stockton.
Over here trying to snap the ball, bro. They're making me do shit like that.
Lost yardage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Go.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
What the fuck?
And the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
On target. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
That's just one. That's just one.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First 17. Using his legs, it's free.
Bro, move, man!
Hard running there.
Why are you bumping into me?
Could try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's
Bro, what the fuck? I'm pressing the wrong button, bro.
Turnover can swing momentum.
Why am I doing
This is
that?
obviously not a great start for this quarterback here.
He's looking for the corner route.
Already in this game, he's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Back to pass, it's Carr. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice
Press
play.
the fucking wrong button,
Kickoff
bro.
unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's dealt. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Grab near the sticks. It's dealt. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And listen, I know he just got rocked, but he held onto the football and got the first down. So when he can get up, he has the strength to get back up. Nothing to be worried about. Nice play, nice catch. Don't worry about that big stick. I got the first down. Signal that thing for me and celebrate.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Well, the quarterback's throwing from the pocket. He's trying to fit that football into a real small window down the middle of the field, and the defender's hit was able to jar the ball loose from the receiver. Great job.
He's going to take off. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
To the air, it's Stockton. Grab near the marker, it's White. And the catch and run.
Let's go, baby.
Touchdown,
That's the way we do it.
Georgia.
Let's get this defense on the road, man.
This offense
Come on, man.
try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Price. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll give it to the back. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Gets the back moving. They'll throw on third and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Fields. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, it's Carr. Going for it all. Touchdown, Irish! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to tack one more on their score. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to go up top. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He makes the catch. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking for space. It's locked. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. To the air, it's Carr. Forced out of the pocket. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Damn, I thought that
was clicking. They were doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to run it. Fights off a defender. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. Notre Dame 28, Georgia 7.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Price. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that guy is just a man. I mean, he sets the tone in this defense, and you saw it on that play right there. Reminds me a lot of the guy standing beside me, David Pollock, who really set the bar for great D-line play at Georgia. I think back to 2 guys I played against, Richard Seymour and Marcus Stroud, lining up beside each other on the inside of that D-line. That was an absolute nightmare to go up against.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, going to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Tight end now in motion. They'll go to the toss. Gets it past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Carr. The quick out. On the move at the 30. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Damn, man.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Running into the open space. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And they'll try to tack on 2.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. The running back able to walk in.
He's got it. 3-point try is good as they build on this lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spin.
Man, he got this, bro. GG's.
To Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Canes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's ball. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for room. It's ball. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To throw, it's Lagway. fires it incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. QB got it himself. Still running at the 40. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Got his man on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This quarterback was licking his chops coming into this game. He told us this week he felt like there were some matchups that he could take advantage of against this defense, and he wasted no time. Opening drive of the game, he finds the matchup he likes, and that was an absolute dive.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength.
Look at that.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes!
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Might be looking to run. Gonna try to get it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. After not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Going to the ground. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's back. Here comes the heat. He stopped just inches away from the first down, but boy, can he buy time and strike fear into the heart of the defense.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right?
Makes the grab past the marker. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. And I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on third down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden, their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still fourth down. And, of course, they're in field goal range.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide out trying to get it in. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauman. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Hurricanes! A great catch and run for 6.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him.
Let's go, baby.
Football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Under fire. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can...
Snags it inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time it's complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Off play action. He's looking deep. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to throw. It's back. Got his man on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Canes moving quickly to the line. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trying play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
That is the exact energy they talked about at halftime. Like coming out with right now for this defense. You're trailing, but it's a close game. It's a one-possession game. Come out and set the tone. That's exactly what they did, forcing the punt on the first drive.
Shoots it to the left. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. All out of space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it
That was
so
a good
easy.
fucking
The
route,
connection
what?
between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have
Solid
a first half, so here
on
he's
my
trying to ignite the
motherfucking
offense with a deep
phone.
shot, but not able to come away with the completion.
Out across the 30 mark.
Well, they
down
cracking
at
helmets out here, boy.
35 after the 10-yard gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking...
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to
Bro,
get
I need
there,
my
finish
H-back
strong into
stretch,
the end
bro.
zone. Know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
14.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The run to the left. He's loose. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
And the explosive play, and they're all the way to the fourth.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the...
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to get outside. Got enough space. Touchdown!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Lagway. Gonna take a shot. Pulls it out on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is that...
Come on the sideline with me.
Back and down he goes.
Come on. Come on the sideline with me.
Move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him. Pressure gets to him again.
Let's go. We got that backfield down locked, man. We know what you want, man.
Multiple possessions, they've given up back-to-back sacks. The number one priority on this next play has got to be pass protection. Whether that means...
He'll off one deep down the left side.
Oh, shit. That boy snapped that ball hella fast. He didn't give me a chance to my audible.
Six more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure
that boy
the onside
fast,
kick.
That boy fast as hell.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play.
Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that
bro, this shit
football.
weird.
That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack.
Gonna take a shot.
Bro, what the fuck, bro?
Down the left side.
No way!
Touchdown.
As soon as I locked onto him, he moved.
Once he got away from the D,
Come on, man.
Shot at catching.
This game gonna cheat like that.
And with that touchdown, they've tied the game. All you got to do now is kick the extra point.
Dang.
You do a great job on special teams covering, and your defense just has to hold on because there are only a few ticks left on the game clock.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that
That's
last
crazy,
drive
bro.
quiet this crowd. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator.
Let him lock off. Y'all not letting him lock off.
You got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Steps away. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Did as he throws. Oh, it's
That's
picked
gay,
off.
bro.
What a bad time for a mistake like that.
That is gay,
Didn't
bro.
let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. To the ground with the back. He breaks the
They gave me a raggedy-ass fumble off a good-ass
for a
run.
loss of 7.
A switch user.
How much fun was that one? And you just dream
this
of
shit
having
gay, bro.
games like that every time
This
you go
shit
into
gay.
the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
These games be
That's what's
broken
fun
as
about
fuck,
good teams.
bro.
Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive.
These games
Great
be
talent on the
broken,
field.
bud.
Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA.
Should I suck at these games, bro? I suck at this college football shit, bro. But that was not supposed to happen, bro. On real talk, bro.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. kick it off to get us underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. Back to throw, it's Manning. Makes the catch. It's Washington.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They're testing the right side here. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Got him downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. The throw.
What the fuck?
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man. Just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on their target.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Now the play fake. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
They'll run it from the gun. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15.
Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. We saw that right there.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. So now it's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Oh, they're after him. Got the first down himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Skips away from pressure. Yep, turning on the Jets. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
The lone back's got it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown the line. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Fires it down the seam. And that one falls
Why is this game selling me like
over the top on first down. Second down.
Why is this game selling me, bro?
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more.
This game is selling me, bro.
Return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
I was almost thrown too.
Finds a soft spot.
I just tapped X, bro.
Really good
Like, what the
tackle
fuck?
there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. It's complete on the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. Wide open spaces. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
There's nothing more in the ring defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense. And their